Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cloud Immersive YouTube channel. In this next Power Automate video, I'm going to demonstrate a Cloud Immersive natural language processing connector which will parse your input text into a syntax tree automatically. Syntax trees both help us and computers to better understand the grammatical meaning of a sentence by breaking down that sentence into rules. Whether you're training an NLP model yourself or just studying syntactical breakdowns, this connector will be a really big help. Let's get started. On the Power Automate homepage, click Create and select Instant Cloud Flow directly after that. Give your flow a name, then select Manually Trigger a Flow. When you're ready, click Create at the bottom to move on to the flow design page. Before we start building this flow, it's important to acknowledge that there are two basic ways we can do this. One way entails fetching the text contents of a specific file for the operation, and the other involves copying a text string directly into the connector action. For this demonstration, I'm just going to copy the text in directly. To do it the other way, start your flow with a getFileContent operation and use that to pull text from the file you want. Be aware that when you do it that way, you'll need to make sure each following step in the flow uses the file content option available via the dynamic content feature of Power Automate. For your reference, many additional videos in our Power Automate series show you how to easily do that. Now, without further ado, let's get this flow moving. Click New Step. In the Operations search bar, type Cloud Immersive and navigate below to select our NLP connector with the orange logo. At this point, if it's your first time using this connector, you'll need to include your Cloud Immersive API key for access. To get your key, register a free account on our website, cloudimmersive.com. That link is included in the video description for your reference below. Once you input your key, it'll save for the next time like mine has. When you're ready, type syntax tree into the action search bar and select the relevant option from the list of NLP connector actions below. In this action, you'll need to include your string of text as the sole parameter. I'm including my sample text here and enclosing it in quotes to ensure it's interpreted as a string value. Now that the connector action is properly configured, it's time to do something with our output information. Click New Step, then type Create File and select the action associated with the application you want the new file to be saved in. For me, that's SharePoint Online, so I'm selecting that option and defining my site address. Next, you'll need to define the new file's folder path, name, and contents. Use the file icon to navigate to the folder you want to use. Then, type the name of your file into the following bar, including the proper file suffix. And finally, click on the File Content bar to bring up the Dynamic Content window and select Parse Tree from there. Altogether, this creates a new file that contains the parse tree from the input text in the previous step. The flow is now complete, so we can save and test it. Click Save at the bottom of the page, and then click Test in the upper right corner. Select the option to manually trigger the test, then click Test at the bottom, followed by Continue and Run Flow. The runtime of the flow will depend on the volume of the text in question, but it should be pretty quick regardless. Once you see green check marks on each operation in the flow, you'll know the flow generated a new file as requested. After that, head to the folder you specified and make sure the new file lives there. As you can see, I now have a new text file with the NLP syntax tree that I wanted. And that's it, folks, as easy as can be. Stay tuned for more Power Automate tutorial videos in the near future.